Voters in Pittsburgh have seen more political ads than anywhere else, according to a new report from Bloomberg. It brings us more evidence of just how much time and money the two presidential candidates are spending in Pennsylvania, a state that's remained tied in the polls for months. Breakfast products consumed by millions of Americans, Cheerios, Quaker Oats, and now they're making headlines in connection with a new study on certain pesticides. With just over 2 weeks until Election Day, early voting is already underway in several states. Both candidates are focusing on key battleground states, with polls showing a tight race. The vice president tapping some well-known singers to help out the vote, while Donald Trump heads to Pennsylvania. Now, if Amanda needs some help on hitting that hole-in-one, she may want to go to my 3-year-old Lexi for advice. This is her right here, and you can see she has quite the strategy to win. She just moves the ball as close as possible to the hole. 3 days to go until Election Day. The candidates are focused on several key battleground states. Both Harris and Trump addressing voters in Georgia and North Carolina, while President Biden hopes to win over supporters in Scranton, Pennsylvania, which is a must-win state in this 2024 race. Explosive testimony from Fani Willis. She's the district attorney leading the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump. She dramatically took the stand yesterday, and boy, she didn't hold back, as ABC's M. Nguyen reports, lashed out, getting personal about everything from her vacations with the prosecutor to the cash that she keeps at home. And we expect more details today. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, today Tidelands Health had its 19th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk at a completely new location. ABC 15's Emma Engel was at the walk this morning. She explains why no one walks alone. The Carolina Panthers went on the road today, still in search of their second win of the season. Well, let's just say they'll have to keep looking for it. Well, they went up against a Washington Commander team who would handle business from the very beginning. Let's take a look at the highlights. Panthers quarterback Andy Dalton would be picked off less than 4 minutes into the game. Not a great start. Commander defense, they're going to take it back 67 yards with a reservation for 6. 7-0 Commanders.
Fallback is so much better than the spring forward.
Way better, except when you forget to set the analog clocks. Last year, my wife is, God bless her, she lets me sleep in on Sundays. We get out really late a lot of times with football. I forgot to set the analog clock. So she didn't pay attention to her cell phone, and I got woken up an hour early.
No, you had the full extra hour.
I'm thinking about tonight setting about 2 hours so I get an hour back after last year.
I think that's a good plan.
How people in a local community are coming together to remember a woman killed in a recent murder-suicide. Hear how they'll look at to keep her legacy alive. Plus, more and more drone sightings are continuing to raise concerns all over the country. Here, lawmakers are now responding. And we'll also take a look at the extreme weather that's finding different ways to impact millions of people across the U.S. ABC 15 News at 6 starts right now.
Working for you. This is ABC 15 News at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mike Owen. New tonight, we're working to learn more about a shooting investigation going on in Robeson County. Sheriff Bernice Wilkins confirming that homicide and crime scene investigators are on the scene of a shooting in the area of the 5000 block of Old NC Highway 74 West. That's just outside of Lumberton. Now, no other details have been released, but we are working to learn more. We'll bring you the latest details both on air, online, just as soon as we have them. People in the Florence community are coming together to remember a woman who died in a recent murder-suicide. They came together Saturday for a balloon release to remember Michaela Isaiah. She and her husband, Carlos Isaiah, died in a recent double shooting on Trotter Road that's since been ruled a murder-suicide. Michaela's colleagues called her Mickey and said, quote, "To know Mickey was to love Mickey." They said she meant so much to everyone that knew her and would always bring smiles and laughs to her work and to her family. She will be deeply missed in her community. Well, there are growing calls for more to know about what's going on with drone-reported sightings all over parts of the Northeast. New York's governor says this is going too far after a temporary shutdown at an international airport in that state. And at least one senator calling on the Department of Homeland Security to deploy now unclassified drone detection technology. Here's ABC's Jay O'Brien in Washington with the details. Drone sightings have also made their way to the PD in Grand Strand this week. This is video from Stephanie Diane from Thursday night. She tells us she saw 4 large drones in Carolina Forest. Meanwhile, Sarah Campbell in Cherry Grove sent us these videos from earlier in the week. She says the massive drone flew over her house. She says there were 2 other smaller ones around her home as well. And this week, Horry County Police also got a call from someone in Murrells Inlet reporting drones flying around with bright lights over the water. State officials say they're likely harmless and that people shouldn't have to question what's flying over their homes. There was also a drone incident in Georgetown County Thursday where we're told police were called to a scene after a drone flew into a bird and then crash landed into a truck. No injuries were reported. Well, stray showers are possible this evening as temperatures cool and clouds move in. Let's find out the details with our meteorologist, Jenna Warner. Jenna? The cleanup is underway in Northern California after a tornado swept through an area north of Santa Cruz. I'm from California and I can tell you tornadoes are very unusual in the Golden State, averaging just 10 per year. The storm prompting the National Weather Service to issue the first tornado warning ever for San Francisco in several years. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee with the details. A Garden City man is decking the halls this holiday season. He's going above and beyond, decorating the outside of his home, hoping to spread some holiday cheer in the community. ABC 15's Emma Engel joins us now live outside of his home for a sneak peek. Emma, I can't wait to see it. I understand you spoke to him earlier today while it was still light outside, but now the sun's gone down. How's it looking out there? Thanks, Emma. And wow, Weaver's lights put mine at home to shame. Might have to bring my kids to go see it in person. A business owner in a local town is finding success in the PD after overcoming many obstacles, including tragedy. Hear her triumphant story next.